Could one artist really shape an entire century of music while planning one of the biggest celebrity weddings the world has seen? That's the wild part of Taylor Swift's story right now. Because just as she gets ready to marry Travis Kelce, she's also been crowned the #1 female songwriter of the 21st century by Billboard. Two massive milestones at the same time. One personal, one legendary. And when they collide, the story becomes something no one expected. This video breaks down how she climbed to the top, what records pushed her there, and why her engagement marks the start of a new era. Stay until the end, because the final twist explains why this title hits harder than anyone guessed. But first, the big question. What did Billboard actually say? In November 2025, Billboard dropped the top songwriters of the 21st century on the Hot 100 list. At number 1, above every female artist of the last 25 years, was Taylor Swift. Her chart numbers blew everyone away. Her album sales were unmatched, her streaming power crushed every genre, and her cultural impact? Beyond anything the industry has seen since the early 2000s. They weren't just giving her an award, they were naming her the woman who defined music in this century. So how did she reach that level? What records prove she earned the title of #1 female songwriter of the entire century? Let's start with the numbers that don't even seem real. Taylor Swift has 14 #1 albums on the Billboard 200, more than any other woman. She became the first female artist in history to sell over 100 million certified album units in the US. She has sold out stadiums worldwide, some in minutes. She's the only artist who has placed every track of multiple albums onto the Hot 100 at once. And then comes the biggest part. Almost every hit she has ever released, she wrote or co-wrote herself. That's rare in pop, very rare. But for Taylor, it's normal. But here's another twist that makes Taylor's win even bigger. She didn't just rise to the top of a random list. She rose to the top of a list filled with the most powerful women in music from the last 25 years. Right behind Taylor at number 2 was Rihanna, one of the best-selling artists of all time. At number 3 was Beyoncé, the performer many consider the greatest live act of her generation. Adele ranked number 4, the voice behind some of the highest-selling albums in modern history. And Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Pink, Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, and Alicia Keys all filled out the rest of the top 10. Every single name on that list is a giant. Every one of them has broken charts, sold out arenas, and dominated entire eras. These aren't small achievements. These are women who shaped the century right next to Taylor. And yet, even with all that power, all that influence, all that legacy, Taylor still took the #1 spot. And here's the important part. This wasn't a yearly award. This wasn't a moment. This list measured the entire 21st century so far. 25 years, millions of songs, thousands of artists. And in the middle of all that, Taylor Swift stands at the very top. But the deeper question remains. What is it about her songwriting that makes fans cry, cheer, scream, dance, and feel understood all at once? What exactly makes her writing stand out from every other artist of this century? The answer goes back to the beginning. Taylor didn't just love writing, she lived writing. She wrote poems as a kid, she wrote songs at 12, she wrote stories before she even learned how to perform them. And the wild part? She wasn't copying anyone. She didn't sound like other young artists. She wrote about real feelings, heartbreak, hope, fear, growing up, messing up, starting over. Her early songs were diaries turned into music. Fans heard them and felt something click, because she said the things they wished they could say. As the years went on, her writing grew with her. In country, she wrote about young love. In pop, she wrote about freedom, fame, and heartbreak. In her indie folk era, she wrote like a storyteller sitting by a fire. Her words changed shape, but her voice stayed the same. And that's her magic. No matter the sound, you know when a Taylor Swift lyric hits. It feels like someone looked into your life and wrote it down. But here's where things get even more interesting. Just as she hit the height of her career, just as Billboard called her the top female artist of the century, another part of her life changed forever. And that's the engagement. So how does her love story with Travis Kelce fit into all of this? And why does her upcoming wedding matter in the story of the century's most powerful songwriter? Because honestly, this moment is bigger than a ring. On August 26, 2025, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce announced their engagement in a post the entire world saw. The caption was simple. Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Cute, funny, viral in like seconds. The ring was vintage, elegant, bright. Very Taylor. The proposal took place outdoors, surrounded by lights and flowers. Fans cried. Reporters totally lost their minds. Social media, well, it broke. But the deeper meaning was, honestly, way bigger than the photos. For almost 2 decades, Taylor Swift wrote some of the most famous heartbreak songs ever made. She wrote about pain, trust, loss, love, and what it means to fall apart and rebuild. Fans healed through her songs. They used her lyrics as therapy. They saw their own stories in her words. And now, after all that heartbreak, after all those lessons, she enters a new chapter, one built on stability, partnership, joy, and commitment. Her writing has captured every stage of love, except this one. Marriage. A forever kind of love. And because she is the top songwriter of the century, whatever she writes next will shape how millions think about love in this new stage of her life. But this wedding doesn't just matter emotionally, it matters culturally. Taylor Swift is a global figure, Travis Kelce is an NFL superstar. Together, they are the biggest power couple in pop culture right now. Their engagement unites two of the most passionate fan bases, music fans and sports fans. It blends two worlds that rarely overlap. And now every detail, her dress, her bridesmaids, their vows, the venue, will dominate headlines the same way her album launches do. But let's zoom out again. What does Taylor's Billboard title mean for music as a whole? What changes when a woman, not only a performer, but a writer, sits at the very top? It means the industry finally recognizes that female songwriters aren't just part of music, they are leading it. It means young girls writing songs in their bedrooms aren't dreaming big, they're dreaming real. It means labels can no longer ignore women who want to own their music, write their own tracks, and lead the creative direction of their careers. It means the era of the manufactured pop star is fading, and the era of the storyteller superstar has taken over. Taylor didn't win by luck. She didn't win by hype. She won by writing. She won by turning life into lyrics. She won by doing the rare thing, learning how to evolve without losing who she is. And now we reach the turning point, the final twist in the story. The part that explains why this moment, this crown, this engagement, this new chapter, is hitting harder than any other milestone in her career. Here it is. Taylor Swift has spent her entire life writing about love, the joy, the pain, the fear, the magic. She built an empire on stories of heartbreak and healing. Her fans felt like they grew up with her, because they did. And now, for the first time, she steps into a chapter with a happy ending. Not a breakup song, not a rebound, not a what went wrong, but a real love story, a lasting one, an era she hasn't written about yet. And that means something huge. It means the greatest songwriter of the century is about to write the greatest love era of her career. And maybe that's why the Billboard title feels different now. Because she didn't just earn it through streams or records or tours. She earned it because she lived her stories. She earned it because her music grew with her. She earned it because her words shaped a generation. And she earned it because now, she's writing a new chapter with someone who stands beside her, not behind her. She didn't just shape the sound of the century, she shaped the feelings of millions. And now she steps into a future, marriage, music, legacy, where the next era might be the most powerful one she has ever created. That's the truth. That's the legacy. And the countdown to this new Taylor Swift era has already begun. If this breakdown kept you watching till the end, hit like, subscribe, and share it. Drop a comment below. What Taylor Swift era is your favorite? And are you excited for her wedding era with Travis Kelce?